Well, welcome back, everybody. We just came back from our break.
Nothing happened.
It was totally as planned. That is what happened.
Yes, everything went totally as planned.
Nailed it.
Ayo. Sorry.
We got drinks and definitely did not talk about anything that,
Like a
No.
bullet to someone's eye hole.
Nope.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We tried to record the
that's
first 2
even
hours and it didn't work out.
That's all right.
Also Oreo cream in a jar. Make it happen.
Okay, so
As you all had watched the scene happen before you right in the town square, you guys kind of like open the door, and Mayette, you're just watching the halfling man just grab the head and just start running out of town frantically. Kind of just like,
no one kind of pats the kind of backhand the god captain on the shoulder and says, "Would you wish for me to run after him? Because I can do that."
like he sees you and Dominicus, you have your bow up ready to shoot at
He like
him.
gives a salute.
Molgo runs down there as well.
The guard captain says, "No, let him fucking find us again. I have a feeling that won't be the last of them."
Amari jogs up. He jogs up next to everybody else, kind of peering over the top of the hill at the halfling running away.
"Where's your friend?" He looks over at Nahon.
She will be right with us.
"Need to talk to her." He looks pretty serious.
He nods. Would you care to explain to us? They were staring at me as well when I came in. I'm very concerned.
They're staring at you because you're involved in this now.
I've been involved in lots of things.
Well, look, we'll wait for our friend to get back. If you get her, she'll explain more. I'll be waiting right here. And he like puts his axe. He puts the battle axe straight into the corpse of the orc, and he just like sits up against the fountain.
And Mahone would just like shove his hands in his pockets and calmly just walk around the side. Once he turns to corner, Mahone kind of like looks up at the roof, kind of held head tilted to see if he sees her. See if she's following him.
Amari will grimace at the sight of that dead body, and then utter out, "Jeez, this death always comes so easy in this town."
Sometimes. Lately, yes. Usually follows me, sadly.
Why? What's about you?
Trouble seems to follow me. Trouble like this. Folk need help. People wanting to hurt me because I help folk. Now, I don't know about this whole deal. Maybe she'll be able to explain more.
Molgo.
That fucker almost pulled a goddamn sword on me, so I just laid his ass out.
Yeah, that was a pretty good hit. Well
Kicked
done.
the body again.
Good swing.
Amari seems to have zoned out at this point. He's just kind of he has like 1,000-yard stare, pretty much, just gazing off in the distance.
Molgo bends down and starts to search the body. Not bends down, he kneels down.
Make me an investigation. And Nahon, you go and get Mayette.
Yep. I assume that kind of as I walk through the back, without even looking up, I just kind of like make a waving motion, like "Come on, follow me," assuming that she is.
Yep.
And
down.
Making acrobatics.
Oh boy, watch me fall on my face.
Yeah, I can't help from here.
Yep.
So
you should play more outside when you're a kid.
So you kind of like grab one of the branches, and again it just goes and just snaps right when you get to the tree, and you fall 2 stories.
Oh my god!
Oh,
and you take 5 damage as you just land on one of your shoulders.
Sorry. I hate to do this, but am I close enough to catch her?
It was too quick for that.
Too quick.
Amari turns in the direction of the loud thud, snapping back to from his distant stare, and then begins running over. My head, are you okay? Are you okay? Oh my goodness, you just feel like 2 stories.
Is my ankle supposed to face that way?
Yes, it is. It is just a sprain.
Oh, okay.
Amari will lean down and begin trying to help Bayed up off the ground.
Oh,
She's all dusty and
Sorry about that.
Jesus.
ow!
You need to be more careful next time, okay?
Told you I don't climb trees well.
It is fair. I forget that people cannot. He's kind of like full grimacing, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amari is like wearing a very kind smile as he's helping Bayed up off the ground as well.
Oh, all right, just help me sit up.
As you wish.
Just gonna mutter a little bit in Inferno and just cast Healing Word on myself.
All right. You have like this energy kind of like flow about you, and it seems to be like this kind of like dark, kind of like purplish glow that bounces off your hand into your body for a moment, and then you feel a lot better.
Amari will stand upright and look across the way at his friend Mulgore to see what he's doing right now.
He's behind, or he's in front of the building. You are behind since you ran over, so you can't really see him.
Okay, I thought we were at the front of the building.
Thanks for hiding me.
Oh, it was in front. Oh yeah. Well, I am so sorry. Yeah, no, he was there.
He's in front.
I just want to see what he's doing.
What are you doing?
I'm searching the body.
Oh.
As you're looking through it, you find a giant greatsword. It's a normal sword, from what you can tell, and some studded leather armor, and that is pretty much it. He doesn't seem to have any gold or anything on him. You didn't find any sort of sigil or something.
What about money?
No, didn't have any of that.
Amari will approach his dwarven friend and say, "Did you happen to find anything?"
No, but can you use this armor? It's still good.
No, I would prefer not to. I don't think it would go good with my robes.
Well, you can put it under the ropes. Nobody can see it. Not even you.
No, it's a little too heavy for me.
Well, can anybody else use this?
Perhaps, just take it with you for now.
Alright.
What kind is it?
Studded leather.
Hold on.
What is Lesia doing?
Lesia is actually not super interested in this. She's dividing up the money for everybody. It was 625, and there's 9 of us, including
Including everyone else. It turned out to about like 69 gold each.
69.4 repeating. So like
round
69.4.
Round it down, 69 gold.
Okay. So yeah, just everybody add 69 gold to your character sheet.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll take
Alright.
that.
I know, right? Nice.
That brings me up to wow. Okay.
We're rich. again.
Payday.
Haha.
Payday. Yeah.
Do you want to give me your gold, Mulgore, or do you want to keep it?
Yeah, sure.
It's up to you. I'm just asking.
No,
Give it to
yeah.
the banker?
Is that what you wanted? Okay. So is that
We'll
how much is
make it
that?
work.
69 more gold?
69, yeah.
Perfect number.
Mari, you should hold this. That'll be too
Oh.
much ale.
Of course. Remember, though, if you need any of it, okay, just don't hesitate to ask.
Don't worry
I won't
about
get
it.
mad at you for wanting to have a few drinks.
Don't
Just
worry.
want you to do it in moderation.
He didn't tell you, but he has like 45 gold on him. Don't worry, I'll be alright.
Okay, if you say so. Is Leslie out here? Do you know where she is?
I'm right here.
Oh, well, come with me.
Alright.
Yes.
So Leslie, it seems that our two groups are going to the same destination once again. If you would have us, we would like to accompany you on your journey to Zadash, if it would not be much of a hindrance to you.
Or,
Very well.
or, you can join us to the dash.
No.
Well, then do we not go with you to the dash?
Yes.
No.
We'll follow along. I don't mind.
She's more stubborn than a dwarf.
Then perhaps you should just let her win.
Yes.
We are going together to the dash. I'm not going lower than that.
Believe what you must.
Mhm. I won.
If you say so. If you say so.
Let us get our horses and get out of here.
Sure. I will. I will go store my donkey.
He does not have a horse. He has a donkey.
Donkeys are more efficient. I've already told
So
you
he
this.
says. Ah, this is too good.
Before you all leave, I'd like to know what the hell this was all about. He kind of points over to me yet.
All right, so were we taken to the front? Because I think Mayette was about to say something.
It happened all on the front. I took it. Not
Oh.
the back. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, that thanks. Did warn you that trouble usually follows me or finds me. Let's go see well,
Well, would you care to explain what has happened? Who is following you?
remember when I said that I made some friends and I might have gotten in a little too deep
Not
and
at
they were
all.
looking for someone?
No, I wasn't listening. I was just pretending. But go on.
There's some bad friends.
She did say that, but did not elaborate.
Yeah, so they actually sent me to come here and find the guard captain here looking for some kind of item. Eventually Toman convinced me that it might not be the best thing to do, getting tangled up with the law and going, to basically assassinate the the guard is not exactly something high on my list. So I ran, and in turn, they have been chasing me for a few days now, and I guess they finally caught up.
You have been staying in the same place. So
It's also why I threw the bag out the window last night in case I needed to bolt quickly.
so that is why.
Now that you mention it, I do remember one night I saw a figure disappear around the corner. This makes sense now.
It might have been them.
It did not make much sense then, but now it does.
Why did they not attack immediately then?
Perhaps they were casing the place. Who knows who she's traveling with?
So the guard captain here knows about you. And he was trying to protect you, or you're working together?
No, I'm trying to find out what is happening here. Because all this man kind of kicks the body. Came up and invoked a name that I don't find to be very kind.
Is he wearing the amulet?
You can make a perception. You see the starting of a necklace, but it's underneath his armor, his scale mail.
Just gonna kind of poke. I think they're looking for whatever's around your neck.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are. That's why I'm trying to go to that shrine.
Shrine.
Place I talked about. Has more to do with what's wrapped around my neck.
We did not find it when we were out there, but I can tell you what we did see that might give you a place to. And I explained about the like the trail with the runes on it, the elven.
Hmm. Seems like you guys are on the right track. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
They were pretty old.
The trail that we were following led elsewhere, so we did not explore further.
I would have greatly appreciate the help if you all were to come, because I'm getting more of a bad feeling day by day with this kind of thing. Now weird shit's starting to happen. It's not a start to a good day. I'll pay you all. Make it worth your while.
Really don't want to stay here any longer.
I know, but at least I'll be able to stick together.
And we would be out in the woods.
Just for
Amari,
the rest of the day. We'll be back at night.
Well, I don't mind a little adventure.
Kind of like looks up to
I
the sky.
apologize. I apologize, but I don't know if it's a good idea for me. I need to make it to Zadash as quick as possible to meet Niles. I don't know if I can spare much time in the forest.
No, he kind of looks up to the sky. How late is it in the?
That old goat can wait. He's a fool. Not a fool, but he understands the importance of what I'm going after.
Do you mind explaining a bit more about this? So we can understand too?
I can only show you. That's all I can do. Because it's hard to explain.
Mulgo looks at Amari. Kind of to him like, what do you think?
You're welcome to head over. But if you stay and come with me, I'll pay you.
How late is it in the day? Sorry?
It's about like 10 and 11. Yeah, not too.
No, we haven't
late
been
in
up
the
very
afternoon.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be like a 5-hour trip.
I will
Mulgo
go
looks
any
at
which
Nahum.
way. I will do whatever, but I'm aware that this is not a minor choice of ours, but it will only last a day.
Give me a moment. I wish to talk with my people.
Mulgo comes closer to Nahun and Amari.
Gives a nod.
Like,
I'm gonna go. Sorry.
Yeah, like trying to like talk to them. It's like, well, this guy looks like a good man, and if he's in trouble, maybe you can help him out.
I'm worried for his safety, but that is all. I realized, however, that this is a very big disappointment to you, Mari, so I will follow.
The thing is, Mulgor, I need to find this Niles Kestra because he's a very important person to me, specifically regarding my past and why I had to move to Nicodranas. Do you understand? And he kind of, it's like giving more of a serious stare.
Amari, you know I will follow you wherever you go.
You don't understand, Mulgor. This Niles Kestra is connected to my past. He could jeopardize everything.
Alright, I do not need to understand. If you want to go see him, I'll go with you. It's just that simple.
I need to speak with him alone.
The captain?
Wait, what?
The captain? He asked you want to speak with the captain alone?
No. Niles, my mentor.
Alright, if that is important to you, that is important to me.
At that point, Amari will
Uh,
he'll turn. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Actually,
You both treated me very kindly, so I will follow.
I appreciate the loyalty, friend. Um, Knight Captain, if you don't mind, I have a question. You said this journey you have uh, is related to something that my mentor would find of interest.
There's one of the main reasons as to why I was out here and why he knows I'm out here. Is what I'm trying to present to him. We'll see you when you guys all meet as well. Now, first it was just gonna be me. Now it's turned into all these people. So, might as well hire more help. Since
Well,
things are becoming to get more and more serious by the day.
I'm gonna go over to the vigil.
They're like standing off to the side, just watching.
What do you think?
Kasha gives a shrug. You're the boss, and if he says he can pay us, it's always good for us, but it sounds interesting. There's all those shrines that we were passing by. And Syria gives a nod as well.
I find myself curious as well. Perhaps we could also find out more information before we send off. There may be something in the shrine that could perhaps give us a better idea of what is going on here.
He gives a nod. Or they all give a nod.
Very well. We will hold off on leaving for a bit longer. I considered perhaps sending you off ahead to send word, but I think it might be best if we stick together.
They give a nod. And you, sorry, I was reading the chat. And as you head back to everybody, Amari is talking to the night captain, kind of with his hands on his chin. Not hand on his chin, sorry. What are you thinking, Amari?
Well, where is Lesia going?
Leslie has walked back to the group now that she's talking to the vigil.
Yeah, she
Okay.
just walked up to
So,
you and the night captain.
all right, Amari turns his head to look at Lesia then, and he says, Lesia, where do you plan on heading?
I believe we will join in this. There might be more information to find out before we send word.
What's the deal between you and that old kook anyway?
Amari kind of shakes his head. He says, I am just a simple apprentice, and he has taken me under his wing.
Well, how about this? If you come with me to see this artifact for yourself and see the place that it comes from. Maybe you'll know more about what your master's trying to do.
Mari he slowly nods his head and looks over towards the rest of his crew, Mulgore and Nahon, and then looks back at the Knight Captain. He says, "Okay,
You didn't get that from me, though.
go." Nods his head again.
You gotta be careful now, everybody. Those gnolls could be out there, so he pulls out the axe from the body.
Well, I'm counting on it.
So, let's go ahead and make our way. While we have daylight.
Sorry, just a quick moment. Is there any way for me to restock some of these arrows?
Yeah, there's a general store. He
Alright.
points you guys to.
So, just real quick, how much is it? I'm gonna need like 8 arrows.
I think it's
Or
like a
10.
gold for 20.
20 is a gold, so if you want to spend half a gold.
Yeah, I'll do half a gold then.
5 silver. You get 10 arrows. Voila.
I will also. Let's see here. Is never mind.
You sure? Oh, sorry. You sure?
Yeah, I think I'm good on crossbow bolts.
Okay. You guys set off. You guys go down the same path that you went on before. And oh wait, Mayette, are you joining them?
Yes.
Okay. You're following along.
She's
Yep.
gonna hang back just a second though and do one thing quick. I just didn't want to interrupt people. Sorry.
No problem. As
Mulgo
you guys
will-
are walking back,
Mul-
Mayette is in the back.
Mulgo will have like turned towards her and said like, "You'll be following with us," so she can be safe, you know.
As he's kind of talking to me, I'm gonna kind of reach onto my little bracelet, pull out a few bones that are there, and I'm gonna cast augury.
Place the spell so I can read it.
Oh, give me a second.
I don't remember what spell that is.
I gotta. Can I link it? No.
Amari, as they're walking along, will take a moment as well and take out a small piece of cured leather and hold it in his hand, and repeat the incantation Variae Armis and cast Mage Armor on himself.
Ooh, okay.
Mm.
What does it look like as it goes over you?
It's sort of like his force spells in general, like his shield in a way. It's transparent, but it has like a blue shimmer as it kind of shades itself over his upper body, like kind of like armor would. But it just kind of outlines his clothing. And then the small piece of fabric that was holding that piece of cured leather spins around in the air with it before dropping it off in one of the pouches and closing the flap.
Okay.
During Mayette's, I'm just reading this off. This is cast time of 1 minute. I want to use that 1 minute to change between my leather armor to the studded armor that I was given from Mulgore.
No problem.
Nice.
You change it on your new armor. Indeed. Mayette, you roll the bones. Now, you have to make a percentile dice, correct?
What is he doing?
GM chooses the possible.
You receive an omen the GM chooses. The only rule is if you cast a spell 2 more times before completing your next long rest, there's an cumulative 25% chance for each casting after the first, and it will be random. That's the only rule. It's a guarantee, basically. It is, however, especially vague.
It is.
It also has to be an event within the next 30 minutes.
So, like, will bad things happen if we go out and do this right now?
But only
Before
within.
bad things happen.
Yeah.
But if it happens 35 minutes after this, then you
Yep.
don't know.
Yep. Correct.
Okay.
Mogo sees Amari put his armor on. Are you nervous?
Yeah.
Mari looks up in his direction and shakes his head. No, not in particular.
Well, the armor then.
You never can be too safe, friend.
Well, with you and with me, you'll be safe. And the Hoon is here as well. The Menicus.
I agree. Also,
Bless ya.
Lesia and this Mayet.
Yeah, she's a strange one, isn't she?
She is a very nice. She seems like a very nice person.
I fear that she has a lot of secrets. Maybe secrets that are way deeper than her.
I think all of us have secrets like that, Mongo.
I fear
It's
this
best
one.
not to pry.
I fear this one
Unless-
has
Back.
something deeper.
Sorry.
But
Okay.
unless she wishes to open up and speak about it, I think that we should just leave it be.
Maybe she doesn't know. Not everybody knows. There's just something
you saying-
strange about this
Are
lassie.
you saying you know something about her that I don't?
No, she just seems strange. I don't know. It
If
could
I
be
had a copper fit every time I heard that.
So,
Just
Ah,
saying.
Megan. You roll the bones, and you get wheel and woe.
She's just gonna kind of sigh and pick them up. And did she hear Morgler talking or not?
Make a perception roll, please.
Alrighty. Probably not.
No, you were too focused and kind of like meditating in like this meditative state when you were rolling the dice.
She'll just catch back up, kind of trailing behind.
You catch up, and Lesia kind of leads that path as Knight Captain is following close behind with the Silver Vigil after him, and you all so on. As you guys are making your way through the forest, kind of bobbing and weaving over the tree branches and everything. After a few miles of travel, you get to that part of the road where it has the old elven ruins all kind of stretched about and kind of like protruding out of the trees. As you guys continue down the road, it becomes more and more familiar as you see the village that you had met Darminicus at. You guys kind of like look at it for a moment, and it all looks to be kind of like torched. It's all singed and burnt. And there's like a few other animals kind of like inside the middle of it, like scattered about, mostly birds. When you guys walk by, they just flutter up into the air.
Mogo just looks at Dominicus to see his reaction.
Life ends, but life regains. And then just continues walking.
Could have said better.
The Knight Captain starts taking the lead and starts following the road that continues past the village that you guys had seen. And it is a pretty straightforward path. There's nothing that is obscuring it at all. And hold on. For some reason, the thing doesn't want to pop up.
As they are walking, like the Molgo walks up next to Dominicus. And without like looking at him, he asks him, "So what's your story, mate?"
Mari is immediately on the opposite side of him, like the other shoulder.
Surround him!
Speak! No.
Yes, have you always been in the forest, or have you lived somewhere else before?
No. I spent most of my time in the forest. You know, this is my home territory here, wandering from place to place. throughout up and down the forests.
See. So you know these woods quite well, correct?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I do a lot of hunting here ever since I was a kid.
Have you ever seen the ruins up ahead, the ones that perceived to be elven?
Well, bits and pieces of it, but I never was able to read anything of it. Barely of it. Too destroyed.
Did you
My
find the
gosh, is that-
shrine they're looking for?
Um, would I have known?
No,
Okay.
you haven't seen
No.
or been around this part.
And somehow must have hidden itself sometime away from my eye.
But if you have lived here, and you say you hunted here as a kid, where's your family?
That's a tricky thing. It's just me.
Wait, you have lived here all alone?
Yeah.
Since you're a kid?
Amari
Oh,
gets
yeah.
a soft-hearted kind of stare as he looks at Dominica's at the mention of not having parents.
Um, it's been about 10 years now. I've been by myself, so, hunting day by day, food and drinks, and just surviving.
How old are you, if I may ask?
Last I checked, 26.
Oh, just a year older than me.
We all asked to be grown-ups quicker than we thought.
I could not have said that better myself, friend.
The world is like that. Either you grow or you die.
Can you repeat that?
I said the world is like that. Either you
Oh,
die,
yeah.
either you
Mhm.
grow or you die.
Right, that's why I just eat what I can and just keep going.
Well, now you're with us, as long as you want.
And there's many unspoken secrets out there, and I can't see the picture, and I want to know. I don't like it when I don't have the answers I need. That's why I've been on about 10 years just finding answers.
For what?
A certain thing.
Alright, well. I have just one question.
Go ahead.
When we were torturing the huts in the village, you would
What
start
about it?
staring at them and you almost got burned yourself. I have one question. Are you crazy?
Mulgore, don't
What?
cry too much, okay?
No, I'm just... What?
People have their secrets.
I still
and
like him
they
if you
choose to
want.
keep them for a reason.
Alright.
Sometimes, when we sat back at the village, when life dies and life regains, sometimes that's just nature, but when you take life unnaturally, that's something that stays with me in my mind.
Alright.
I understand, friend. We all have gone through hardships.
Yeah.
Amari has like a pretty relatable glint in his eye as he reaches an arm out and like wraps it around your shoulder to kind of pull you into a brotherly hug, but just like with one arm. And then he'll give you a pat and then separate.
And then with my left, are you on my right hand side or? Oh,
Yeah, I'm on
it
your
doesn't
right.
really matter, but I put my hand also sort of like on your shoulders. Like, thanks.
Now, isn't that lovely?
Well, for
Keep
the
your eyes
past-
sharp. Mulgore.
Ah, what?
I said keep your eyes sharp, Mulgore. You never
Ah.
know.
Alright.
Look, there's a gnoll behind that bush. And he points behind him.
Huh? He looks like he really starts to sharpen in. Amari, really?
If you were paying attention, you would know that was a joke.
Well, I was just caught into that beautiful moment, you two hugging each other. Alright, but no,
Okay.
serious now. These fields here can be dangerous. So, and you see like Molgo just zones in and just becomes like very focused.
Mario will start looking around as well, just keeping an eye out.
Lucia has been keeping an eye out, ear out for pretty much anything.
As Mulgore and Amari sort of starts going off in his day, it's just you have a slight smile that comes in, like a small, what do you call it, smug smile, I guess.
Mm.
So that's
A
that. I don't know
smirk.
if you understand. Yeah, smirk. Dove.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Those who are keeping an eye out make a perception roll.
Oh, I'm in another realm.
You're still touched.
I'm
You're
daydreaming.
you just get lost in thought again, Amari and
It's the ADHD. I can't help it.
Moldor and Lesia. You guys are hearing about, and you hear a bit of branches snap to your left, and you guys look. There's like just a deer that just kind of pops out of the trees and then just runs out and about.
I cast
And I-
fireball.
The night captain looked a bit strained. He kind of like had his hand on his battle axe really quick, and his other hand on his long sword was kind of like, oh, but then continues.
You see like Molgo reacts to it, and then he saw the deer just continue.
Just the deer.
Aye.
He starts leading you all forward, and then the road just kind of disappears into all these trees and such. And he turns around behind you guys and says, "Careful, you get pretty lost. You can get lost pretty quick out here, but should just be up front." You guys start going through all these trees and such. It's pretty thick, and then it goes through thick bush, and then all of a sudden, you guys just see this kind of as the night captain walks through, it kind of like he enters through almost like this pool of water, but it looks like what's in front of you, a forest and thick brush. And as he enters it, it just kind of ripples all around until he just disappears completely.
Well, what the hell?
Can I
What?
still like hear and smell him?
Yeah. You can hear him kind of walk forward, and you
So
just
he
hear
just-
you hear a voice that says, "Come on."
Mari's the
Magic.
first one through that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'll step
You
next.
guys step through,
Lesia steps through as well.
Yeah, step through.
and you step through, and like you're still met with the more thick trees and such, but the trees kind of open up, and you can see further along until you guys see this kind of like large statue in the center with the waterfall all around it, and it has like water just protruding and just shooting up all around the statue.
No wonder I couldn't see it.
I suppose this is it.
That should be it. Kind of step. Then I captain steps forward. He points in the kind of section of large ruins that kind of open up. My guess is that the artifact I'm looking for is in there. I'll go ahead and start making my way.
Exactly is this artifact?
Well, it unlocks a communion. You'll find out. Um, as you guys kind of like look at the statue. Hold on, let me-
Yeah, Mari's gonna. I want him to walk up and kind of inspect the statue.
Captain, quick question.
Yes.
Can anything else come in through this thing?
Yes, that is the scary part. We could be set upon at any moment, sadly.
Thank you.
Have you been in there before?
Towards the back one.
I've
Cap-
been in a place like this. But
So we don't know what's in there.
I do know what's in here. Nothing dangerous, at least. I'm just afraid of what come. All these gnolls and such about.
I see.
Sometimes creatures make their way inside, but from what I heard that this one was magical, should be fine. And he starts making his way up the stairs. You start looking at the statue now, Amari, even more. And it starts looking more and more like, well, when you first saw it, it is an elven woman, just like kind of like with like Greek kind of style robes that kind of flow over her body, and she is beautiful, and it's a perfectly sculpted statue, and she's raising up, and it's kind of like touching the moon, and you can see the other two statues are elven as well.
Cool. I will take note of that.
The knight captain goes ahead and steps inside the inside the ruins, and Mulgar, when you go up the stairs and kind of look inside, you can see that it's blocked off pretty much right in the center, but it looks to be that even though it's like caved in, it looks old. Looks like a really old cave in. But it seems to be that there is this shrine that is just like set up.
Huh. Do you know who made this?
Elves.
I'll want to use my... Oh. Why is it not showing? There we go. Can you hear me?
All right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Make a history check
With advantage?
proficient. No, you're
Oh,
proficient.
proficient,
if
okay.
yeah.
History.
So you get a plus 2.
I don't know shit.
So it's a 6. Yeah. You're looking at it. It looks elven for a fact.
As they're saying this, someone kind of like walks up beside Kasha and says, Kasha, was it?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what this place is? What's god it was worshipped to?
I do not know. Could be elven woman with the moon. I don't know. This is all very strange and new to me.
Hmm.
It's not a wild mother. That's all I know.
Do you think it would be some goddess of nature or a hunt of some kind?
I don't know. It's very
Hmm.
strange.
Yes. Yes.
And
Just kind of keeps walking.
Lecia and Dominicus, you guys walk up and you guys see the shrine that Mulgore and the Knight Captain are looking at. The Knight Captain like turns around inside the ruin. Points up like over the entrance, and he grabs this strange object and he pulls it out. Looks like some sort of like menorah almost, but not really. It's got like jewels instead, and it has a backing, or at least a circle that goes and connects all the way around. There's one jewel in it.
Hmm.
Um,
Definitely
Sorry, I gotta look
holy.
at my notes.
Amari, come and look at this.
Amari will make his way.
Mayat,
quick question.
What?
stay close.
It is a
Amari's,
yellow.
Amari's eyes are just sparkling, dude.
You see this strange object, and then the knight captain pulls out a red gem.
Um, are there elvish like writings around or anything like that? Like, like on the stones or anything that isn't sort of worn?
Sorry, I was talking
Oh,
to Hudson.
no worries.
Repeat that. I am so sorry.
Seeing the stones, are there any writings on it?
No, these
Okay.
crystals are very strange, and the stones. There's no carving on the stone on the inside. There's no carving around the shrine either. It looks to be some sort of stone altar that just kind of protrudes out. It's carved out of the stone, and but it all seems to look elvish and elvish in design. But the knight captain pulls out a red gem and pulls it from his necklace and places it in one of the slots. Kind of looks over at everybody and is like, "Ooh, I didn't think I'd be holding this."
What
Yeah.
what is it?
Something that the elves created long ago. It's what they used to contact the Moonweaver.
I figured that that's who the shrine was meant towards.
Sorry, Moonweaver.
Mm-hmm. She's said to be a dead god around here, and well, just don't quite like that. And right now, we're gonna need her help.
Is she of Elven? Is she an Elven deity?
She is, but she watches over all those who wish to have joy, played pranks, and just be oneself.
Hmm.
She really prides on individuality, which is very nice, but also prides on how we can all have peace.
Interesting indeed. You seem to know much of her. Do you happen to worship her?
In a form, but we'll know more when we talk to Niles. He's got to see this. And he like opens up this bag, and you guys just see him kind of take this object, and it's about like a foot long, not a foot long, like 12 inches wide in diameter. And he just places it in the sack, and it just like kind of disappears. And
Is
then
this
he
what
just
we came
the
for?
sack. It is. So far, so good. With little trouble as well.
Probably should not have said that.
Hmm.
Oh, you can knock on wood. Let's keep
No.
going.
We'll not knock on wood. Hopefully something will find us.
You're just
I
begging for it now.
I look back and just sort of on the steps, just sort of gaze the horizon and see if there's anything there.
Make a perception roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep an ear out as well.
Make a perception.
Are you
You look
serious?
out. You can't see anything.
Well,
Let's see.
oh,
You can't.
Oh, I get
see
another
anything.
one. 11.
Oh. You guys can't really see anything.
I don't hear anything. Okay.
But you, Lesia, all of a sudden, you just get this weird smell. Start sniffing.
Something isn't right here.
Just when you're like, what is that smell?
There we go. She starts smelling.
All of a sudden, it reminds you of wet dog.
Oh, I pull out my short sword and I bite my thumb, draw my finger across the blade, and
Morgul saw her do that, and he readied his axe. And he looked to Mayet. You better stay close, alright?
Okay.
And as you guys are starting to pull your weapons and getting prepared, you, Serial and Tristan and Takasha make their way over. And as you guys are kind of looking out and about, you can see in the front where you guys came from, out coming from the force from the field is just woof, they all kind of like appear.
Finally.
This is it then.
And as you kind of see them all, this one makes contact with you all, and Amari, make me a perception roll.
Okie dokie.
He is wearing robes that very much look familiar. You've seen them before, back in the university, and as like you kind of make contact with him, you don't see his face, but you just see the flash of robes just like dart away back and through the field, and he just disappears, and like the creatures just snarl back, and then they just look angry, and this one just starts growling. And as you all are staring down, we're gonna end the session right here, everybody, and we will pick up next week.
Ooh, wow.
Okay.
See how many twos I get on my my sacred flame.
Thank you so very much for coming, guys. I really appreciate it.
it was fun.
That was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks.